Hey guys, it's time for our math lesson for today. And we're going to start with our math design process. And we're going to do the structure of math again. The structure is what it looks like, what it's made of, and that is numbers, 2D shapes, which are the flat shapes, and 3D shapes, which are the solid shapes, math symbols, positional words, and math tools. That's what we use to create the math. All right, the function of math is the why, to tell how many, to count, to grow our brains, to solve problems, and to help us learn. All right, we're going to do our design process again. We're going to ask, explore, model, evaluate, and explain. And we're going to be doing that. Normally we do it with math technology, math writing, math by myself, math with someone. But today we're going to be doing that through our activities on Seesaw. And we have, our question is, how can I become a better mathematician? This is the question, just like in reading, that how question can be answered lots of different ways. So that's what we ask every single day. How do I become a better mathematician? And this week, we're really focusing on exploring the algebraic thinking part where you are making numbers. And today we're going to be making the number 9. First, we're going to do our subitizing. So I'm going to show those to you, and you'll be able to guess those at home, and I will tell you the answers after we say them. So let's look here. Here's our first one. That is a teen number. That was 11. So we had a group of 10 with 1 left over. All right, here's your next one. That is 10. That is 10. And if you look, you can see a group of 3, a group of 3. Sometimes people see a group of 4, and then another group of 3. So you could look at it like this too. When we talk about it, sometimes we will trace out what we see. So this will be a group of 6, and this will be a group of 4. So when you're looking at these number cards, the dot numbers, as we're checking things out, we're going to continue on in just a minute. I just want to kind of stop and explain this. We also stop and ask, what do you see? And so kids can tell me, I see 6 and 4. I see 9 and 1. I see 5 and 5. However they see it, it still adds up to one number, which is 10. All right, here's your next one. That one was easy. That was 3. That one was 4. I'm going to show that one again. That one is 20. 2 whole tens frames, 20. That is the largest number we'll do in our subitizing. The teen numbers, which that is the end of the teen numbers, that starts our 20. So that is the number 20. All right, here's your next one. Pretty easy. That's a 4. That's a 4. That was 2. That one was 1. These are pretty easy right now. All right. This is a 2D shape. This is a hexagon, and it has 6 sides and 6 corners. Another word for corners is vertices. We actually use the word vertices a lot because it's the actual mathematical term for corners. So vertices and corners you can use interchangeably. We just tend to use vertices more. And if you look, you can see, and I'm going to mark the sides. So when we're counting, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have our 6 sides. And then for our corners, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are our corners, our vertices, and our sides for that one. All right. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to be making 9 today. We've made 6 on Monday, 7 on Tuesday, 8 yesterday, and today we're making 9. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. We're going to still build them together, but I want to show you the mirroring that you have in 9 because there's actually 10 different ways to make the number 9. That blew my mind when I was starting to work with kindergartners on this, that whatever number you're making, so we're making 9, there's always one more way to make it than the actual number itself. So instead of it being just 9 ways to make 9, there's 10 ways to make 9. And I'm going to line them up so that you can see. I'm actually going to draw a line down the middle so that we can line them up so that you can see how they mirror each other. So for example, the first one we're going to do is we're going to bring down 9 red squares. So that's our first parts of 9 red squares. I'm not going to bring down any blue squares, but it's still a part of 9 because how many did I bring down? I didn't bring down any blue squares. So I would still count that as a part of 9. So I'm going to, that's 7, 8, 9. And so actually I'm going to slide them over a little bit, just like that. So I have my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have my 9. Now remember we said we still have 2 parts. We still have 2 parts there, no matter what. We have, let me get that smaller, 9 and 0. So I'm going to pull that up so you can see it. 9 and 0 because I have 0 blue and all 9s. All 9 are red. So 9 and 0. So now I'm going to say, okay, I don't want to have 0 blues. I want to have 1 blue. So I'm going to put my 1 blue here. And then I would have how many would I have red? Well, 1. So let's count on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I'm going to count my red ones. I'm going to go back and count just the reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this time I would have 8 red, and 1 blue. So that's how I built that one. You can see, and we're going to have started having a growing pattern now. We're going to grow. We're going to have 2 blues this time, 2 blues this time. So I'm going to count on to get up to 9. So I have 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I'm going to count just the red squares to see. I know I've got 2 blue. Let's count the red and see how many I have on that part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this time, my 2 parts from 9 will be 7 and 2 make 9. 7 and 2 make 9. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to now make my next one. Remember, I'm growing, so I started with 0, 1, 2. So this time I'm going to have 3 blue squares. 3 blue squares. And then I'm going to count on from 3. So 3, this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to count just the red squares now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 red and 3 blue make 9. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over here. So we have 6 and 3 make 9. All right. And like I said, I'm going to do the mirror over here when we start doing more with the blue in just a second. But I want to go ahead and do one more. And so as we build this this growing pattern, we had 0, 1, 2, 3. This time I'm going to have 4. So here we go. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then I would bring down my red. So I'm going to count on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 9. All right. So quickly, I can kind of look and see. I see 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I've got 4 blue. So my 2 parts there would be 5 and 4. 5 red and 4 blue. Those are my parts of the number 9. So now I'm going to actually scoot over here and I'm going to show you the opposite of this, which would be, okay, I'm going to bring in 5 blue this time. So I'm going to put 5 blue down. 5 blue. All right, so I'm going to, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so then I know if I have 5, I know I'm going to have 4 red. So I'm going to bring down 4 red. So this will be 6, 7, 8, 9. So then this number pair would be 4 red and 5 blue. And you can kind of see how they are similar. There's 5 red and 4 blue over here, and now there's 4 red and 5 blue over here. So now we're going to keep going. I'm going to have, this time, instead of having 6 red and 3 blue, I'm going to have 6 blue and 3 red. So I'm going to bring those down. So I'm going to bring down 6 blue. And you may be already guessing our pattern here, and that is awesome if you are at home. I'm so glad you are. You just keep on being awesome. So we have our 6 blue, and that leaves me with 3 reds. So I'm going to bring those down. And then that will be our number bond or number pair for this way to make 9. So 6 blue and 3 red. And I'm lining it up so you can see the difference. So this one, and I'm always putting the red number first so that you can see. So we had 6 red and 3 blue. Now we have 3 red and 6 blue. It's 6 and 3. Any way combination you do with 6 and 3, it's going to make 9. Any combination you put 4 first or the 5 first, 4 and 5, 5 and 4, they still make 9. So now we're going to say, okay, I'm going to keep going up, building up with my blue pattern. I had 6. Now I'm going to make 7 blue. 7 blue. So I'm going to bring down 7. 7. That's 6. And this is going to be 7. And then I would need 2 red. Because remember, we're doing the mirror opposite of this one. We're doing the opposite. So 2 red. And then my parts would be 2 and 7. My parts would be 2 and 7. And we're actually just writing the parts based on what we built right here. So we have 2 red and 7 blue. So now I'm going to have 8 blue, 8 blue, 8 blue, just like that. I'm going to keep bringing them down. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I know I only need one more to get to 9, so I'm going to do 1 red. So I have, this time I have 1 and 8, which will make 9. And then our final one, just like the top one, we won't have any reds. We'll have all 9 blues. So I'm just going to pull down 9 blue squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9. And I don't have any reds, so my number pair would be 0 and 9. So you can see how those work together. So we had 0 blue, 9 red and 0 blue. Over here we had 0 red and 9 blue, 8 red, 1 blue, 1 red, 8 blue, 7 red, 2 blue, 2 red, 7 blue, 6 red, 3 blue, 3 red, 6 blue, 5 red, 4 blue, and 4 red, 5 blue. So these are the ways to make 9. And you're going to practice those today. In Seesaw, you have a sheet where you're going to practice the number 9, and you're going to show me all the different ways to make 9 and how this is going to work. Like I would do, you could do red and blue. You could do any color you want. So if I wanted to use purple, I could. So I would say, okay, I'm going to color in. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 of them purple, and then I was going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them green. So what I could do then, I would say, okay, so now I had 3 that were purple. I would have 3 and 6 green. 6 make 9. Now, all of your combinations are going to make 9. You're going to have a 9 at the bottom answer, the last answer on the line every time, because you're basically coloring in the different combinations of 9. So you could color in 4 and 5, and you say 4 and 5 make 9. However you want to color in the combinations, you're making 9. So if you colored all of them blue, you would say 0 and 9 make 9, or all of them one color. 9 and 0 make 9, because you would only have one color, so you'd have to have a 0 there. So this is how you would do that page. Over here, you're talking about more or less. So we're just reviewing. So it says that Rex the Labrador has 8 bones. So you would draw him 8 bones. And it says Winston the sheepdog has more than Rex, one more than Rex. So if he has 8, how many would you draw here? Draw it and write the number. So he would have 8. You know Rex. This is Rex. He would have 8. So you would draw 8 bones underneath Rex, and then you have to draw one more underneath Winston. So you're not just going to draw one bone. You would have to draw at least 8 plus 1 over here for Winston and write the number. Then you would practice your numbers here, starting with 0. So you would say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you'd have to be very careful, like your numbers, you could not write your numbers very wide, and you would end with 15, just like that. This is very difficult to draw with, but you get the idea. So that is okay. And as long as your numbers look correctly, I'm looking really more for, are your numbers backwards? Because that's a problem we would need to fix. So like your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, your 5s, your 6s, 7s, 8s, make sure they're not backwards. Because remember, for 7, it's always across the sky and down from heaven. That's the way to make a 7. You don't go down and then across, because that would be backwards. Make sure that you're checking on your numbers to be the right side, the right direction. And if you make a mistake, erase it and fix it. No big deal. That's the easiest part about this. So I will see you guys later at 10 o'clock for our WebEx. Bye, guys.